Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you two new figures, and they are dun, dun, dun.
It's the Flash and Captain Cold.
Woohoo! So I was gonna say heat and heat. It's not heat.
Yeah.
It's speed and cold. So these are comic book versions of the characters. This is kind of like after your time of what?
Yeah, this is probably more because I don't recognize these versions of the characters, so they are going to be more modern.
Awesome. So let's go ahead
and these are part of McFarlane's
Page
Puncher series.
It didn't focus in. That's okay. Page Punchers, and let's look at the back. So do they just look like they have the comic on the back, or do they come with it?
Yeah, they come with the comic book.
Oh, awesome. So there's the front of it. Wow, that looks really neat.
So they have like I think it's like 3 or 3.5 inch figure series for the Page Punchers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
And then this is the 7-inch series.
Awesome. Okay, let's take a look at Captain Cold. The back.
Captain Cold.
There he is. Same front, but Captain Cold.
So I think this is all the figures in this wave. So you're gonna have Heat Wave, Grodd, Captain Cold, the Flash, and the Atom.
Awesome. We have a couple more of those coming, or at least one?
Yeah, at least one, yeah.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the Flash and Captain Cold out of their boxes and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, and there they are, out of their packages. We have the Flash on the left and Captain Cold. Who are we going to take a look at first?
Let's look at Captain Cold.
Okay, let's do it. So the collector card, both of them looks the same. They look the same on the front, but then they have their names at the bottom. So this one says Captain Cold, that one says the Flash. And then on the back, it's going to have the information from Captain Cold, his real name, and then a little bit about him. Sophisticated cold gun.
Yes.
Awesome. Alright, and he does also come with a stand, but as you can tell, he wasn't even using it. He's got the DC embossed on there. And so he comes with the same comic book as the Flash, so I'll show you that in between them. I'll give you a look at that a little bit into the pages and that. But let's first take a look at Captain Cold. So he comes with this weapon, which is this the cold gun thing they were talking about? And the cool thing about this is when you take it out of the package, it's like together, but it does come apart like that, as you can tell. And then that's the way you kind of fit his hand in there to grip it. That's the easiest way, and then it kind of goes around it. And then it's cool in there nice and secure.
Otherwise, I don't know how you would get his hand in there to...
Well, his hand fit in there. It just would be really hard to get around that thing. Yeah, for sure. So that was a great way to make that. Let's take a look at his mask. Very cool. I'm getting little walrus vibes with these eyes. Yeah. He's got the puffy around his hood, and it's a blue hood with the cape, like a shorter cape that's kind of swooshed to the side. It's got the texturing in there. It is very rubbery and pliable, but it is one of the shorter capes. It definitely looks like it has like a, what do you call this, a cowl or something around there.
Yeah.
Or extra fabric around the neck. And then there's this little emblem up here. This strap is like molded onto him. And then here's the belt, which is also seems to be molded, or at least connected to this piece, which is rubbery, so that he can have a great range of motion for his legs and his waist. There's some
I'm guessing that's
cold
the
vials.
recharge. The cold gun.
And there, he's got really cool gloves with the fur right here. Gloves with the fur. And then he's got the boots too, right here, with the toe, a little bit of a spike on the toe, and some kind of metallic straps across there. He does have some fur up here on his boots, and some metallic looking knee protectors, pockets on the side there, and he looks really cool. I'm going to go ahead and let you show off his articulation.
All right.
Because he might be the same as Flash, but it might be slightly different.
Okay, so he's going to have articulation at the neck, and I'm glad that they kind of made the hood here part of the head sculpt so it won't impede his range of motion, and he can look side to side without the hood. impeding that. He does have the double butterfly shoulder, so that'll give him increased range of motion at the shoulder, and it will obviously extend and rotate. He has the bicep swivel. He has the double elbows and the dual wrists, so they will rotate and pivot. He has 2 points in the torso, one at the waist, and then the secondary at the mid-torso to give him extra twistability in the torso. He has great range of motion in the hips, and forward and back as well as side to side. He has the double knees, and then the ankles will pivot, roll, and actually twist. And then, of course, he has the, it's rather tight, but he has the toe articulation. I think the way these boots are made, it doesn't go as far as the others, but it still does have good toe articulation there. So, awesome villain addition to our McFarlane collection.
All right, so here's the comic book that it comes with. The Flash, it says #1 right there. There's the cover, which looks like just like the front of the cards. Really cool. Ooh, I see some extra people here. Oh. Let's take a look. When we open inside, just see some of the awesome artwork inside here. Very cool. A little bit of the story. There's the Flash. There's Captain Cold. So it's really nice that it comes with this really finely illustrated comic book.
Yeah.
Looks really, really cool. The pictures look really neat. So anyway, you can get the story from inside that comic book, The Flash. Very cool. All right, now we'll take a look at The Flash also comes with...
Yeah, like the Speed Force streaks, I guess you want to call it.
Yes. So he's got one attached to his arm, and that one...
Yeah, you can just kind of figure out a way to kind of wrap them around and put them on the legs or the arms to kind of give him that impression of the Speed Force coming off of him.
There's a Speed Force. Let's take a look at his facial sculpt, as well as the mask. So it's almost like a golden, like a muted golden color. Almost like, I was going to say, not a bronze. I'm trying to think of the color of that, but it's not like a very sharp orangey gold. More of a brassy gold. And then he's got the Flash symbol here. Things going over his shoulders. He's got like a belt buckle thing at the waist. And there's the back. He's got all the different textures and patterns going throughout the suit, which is really cool. And then he's got the little Flash, little lightning bolts right here at the top of his boots. And you can see all the way down to his feet. Lots of different textures that bring the suit to life.
Yeah, it is really cool how much detail they put into the texturing and everything on a lot of these costumes. It's not just a flat...
Right.
You know, they make it look really realistic.
Because besides his face, there's only 2 colors in this.
Right.
And yet it's got so much dimension because of the different textures and everything in each different section. All right. Take it away, John.
Okay.
Oh, let me show off his card while you're checking him out. So here's his card as well. Says The Flash on there. And then there's a little bit about Barry Allen. All right, and now we'll take a look at the Flash's articulation.
Okay, so we can just kind of run through it quickly, and looking over it, it looks like he's going to have the same points as Captain Cold, so he will have like articulation at the neck. He also has the double butterfly shoulders, the bicep swivel, the double elbows, and the dual wrists, so of course it will rotate and bend. He obviously has the 2 points in the torso as well to give you that added flexibility to do running poses and such. He's got great articulation as well in the waist. He also has the double knee, the same in the ankles. The ankles will pivot turn, and roll. So that's cool. You can get all kinds of motion out of that. And then, of course, the toe articulation. So very cool version of the Flash to add to our McFarlane collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
the Flash and Captain Cold from the McFarlane Page Punchers line.
Awesome. So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.